everyone, this is Jennifer with DP Addiction Adventures. I hope you guys are doing well. It's Friday night. Woohoo! Just trying to see what you're seeing here. Dun, dun, dun. Oh dear, I'm connected to all right. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, good. All right. Well, here we are, people. It's Friday night. I got some done because I just felt like I was going to be behind a little bit and wanted to catch up so that now I can breathe and I can work on this every Friday night with you guys and feel like I'm actually going to get it done by the DP-a-thon or by Halloween, whichever one comes first. So, hey everybody. Just gonna wait a minute or two and then I'll say hi to everyone. So I'm gonna kind of get my drills started over here. I've got my little trays of choice. This one kit I did not actually kit up. I just have the colors right here waiting to be loved on. I don't know why. I think it's because I thought this would be a quickie. So I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of time on the stickers. So, so we are going to do some 310s. I will say I am in love with this ombre into the moon effect. I don't know if you guys are at this point yet. Those of you who have this painting, but it is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to go back up into chat, see who's here. Hey Jamie, hi Wendy, Diamond Painting with Insomnia's here. Alyssa, good evening. Hey Yvonne, Shannon, I'm so glad you could make it. How are you guys doing? Oh, Shannon's getting close to getting her lip for her drills and chills completed. Shanice, you have your sugar skull. Oh, Alyssa, I know. It's raining here. I have a funny story to tell today about walking in the rain. Hey, Marissa. So glad you're here. Hi, Island Girl. You made it. And then we've got Rebecca. Hello, hello. Oh, I've got reinforcements, guys. I asked my husband for some water. He knows how to deliver. Oh, hey, Jane. So glad to see you. Let's see here. Hi, Odd But Nice. Hey, Janice. Hey, Eskies. Hi, Allie. Oh, 426DS. Hi, South Texas. Oh, when is the deadline for the collab? Rebecca, do you want to answer that? I thought it was like the DP-a-thon, or Halloween. Hey, Ruby. So good to see you. Let's see, who else do we got in here?
No chicken, just
Alright. Sorry, sometimes it scrolls up on me. Hey Callie. Diamond Painter Dreamer. So good to see you. Honeydew, I haven't seen you in a while. But thank you for stopping in, even with your son's football game. Elliot! Woohoo! Athena! I'm glad you're here. Hi, Cassie. So good to see you. Hi, Cindy B. Are you lurking and working tonight? Emmy Lou. Francine. Oh, we got so many fun people here. Caitlin. Shawana! They chose yellow and lime green. The end is in sight for Marissa. She's been working on a Christmas present. Hey, Cats Gallery. Oh, thanks, Rebecca, for the update. Hi, Teresa. All right. Hey, Beth. Hey, Rosette. And Kathleen. Oh, super awesome. I'm so glad everybody's here. I am doing so much better now that I'm not sick as a dog. I feel like I can talk. I feel like I can breathe. Hey, Molly. Cottage by the Sea. Oh, Elliot, I've been watching when you post different things, so I'm so excited when you post your whips. Awesome. So, I'd be nice. I always think of that. Like, she wanna do what? So for those of you who have not seen my mesh ruler video, I am using a round mesh ruler, using a 4-placer, put things down, and it's just kind of making them all straight and beautiful. And I don't have OCD, but it is amazing when they line up perfectly. Love it. So that's what we're doing. Let's get some wax in there. Cassie, how long have you been using your ruler? Hey, Soulful. I'm glad you could make it. So today was kind of interesting. We had an all-day work conference. And Honeydew, I'm going to be on for about an hour. It's about as long as my voice usually. And then I want to pay my respects to Mrs. Coffee for her timeline. So I'm on for about an hour. So today was an all-day conference. I live in West Michigan, and the conference was in Lansing at the Capitol. We had to leave work around 7. I was driving a group of us. So most of my work went to the conference. Oh yeah, Rebecca. Good job, Cassie. Yes, Soulful, you can do cross stitch. So we drove to the Capitol. It's about an hour away, and the conference was from, well, they had that hour networking time, but it was, 8:30 to 4:30. Excuse me. When I start talking, I guess I forget to breathe, and then I start yawning. But it was a conference on the refugee community and the different things that are going on, where at the federal level things are standing. And one of the things that's happening is the presidential determination came out last night. And what that means is executively how many refugees are going to be allowed entry into our country at any given time. And that includes asylum seekers. And so the last administration had refugees, I believe the highest was 80,000. And this administration last year was the lowest at 30,000, which was a substantial difference. And last night they came out with 18,000. Now, what that means is that it basically diminishes and breaks down all of the structure across the United States of every refugee organization and what they have built. And so you're going to have job loss, not even at the refugee level, but at the U.S. citizen level, because all of these organizations have already had to cut back. Half of them have had to close and downsize, and now you're going to cut in half again. And so there's just so much up in the air. And the sad news is, like, for instance, a couple families were scheduled to come this month, and they had to be canceled because there wasn't enough room in the 30,000. They had overreached it, and so they had to cancel, but it was like a last minute cancel. So they had already told the families, you're coming to America. This is after they've been in a camp for years and years and years. And they've said, you're coming to America, you're going to be reunited with your family. And so what they do is they, hey, I'm so excited. They give all their worldly possessions away because they can't bring it with them. And then the day before they get on the plane, they go, oops, sorry, we miscalculated, you can't come. So not only does it break your heart, but then you have all this emotional turmoil, and now we're like, okay, maybe the presidential determination will be 30,000 again, but we didn't think it would be because there were rumors it would be between 0 and 15. And so everybody's been calling legislation and congressmen and senators and kind of putting the pressure on. And then the determination comes out and it's, lower than what it should be. So that was kind of, it was just really upsetting. And it's also like, our grant, the company, my department, our grant has 3 more years on it. And the company, the organization I work for, does a really good job at trying to disperse the weight of what's going on so that they don't have to let people go. But now it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, there's only so much we can do before there's not enough work to keep everybody employed, and there's not federal money coming in. So it's just, and then there's the heartbreak of the families, and it's just, oh my gosh. And me working in the mental health industry, I'm like, I'm not overseas. I can't talk to those families and help them process. And so my heart just breaks. So ORR, which is the Office of Refugee and Resettlement at the federal level, their hands are tied. And they're saying, dude, we need more than 18,000 people. It's not about the border. It's not, like, that has nothing to do with what's going on. This is just about stubbornness. And so they said the determination is not set in stone, that the Senate and the House have to vote on it, and they can make changes to it and say no. And so they're like, you need in the next 24 to 48 hours to put as much pressure as you possibly can on your Senate and your House of Representatives and the governor and every person you can. And so, because we were at the Capitol, and we were, oh, it's okay, Soulful. You can't hear me? Is that better? Hello? No? Okay. Let me try something different. Because I don't want to go the whole time with you not being able to hear me. Just a minute. We're going to move you. So that you're closer. Ooh, earthquake. Over to the left, over to the right. Okay. Is that better? Oh no, now I got squirrels. Seriously?
I've lost 13
pounds. All right. Well, what happened, I think, is I have these headphones with a microphone, and sometimes they decide when I go live to connect to my computer instead of my phone, and sometimes they decide to connect to my phone instead of my computer. And I think what happened is it connected to my computer, not my phone, and so therefore, anyway, whatever. So I have you guys literally a foot from my mouth, so if I don't think I can do much better. And I'm talking pretty loud. So hopefully that's better. So we decided today after the conference that there was 300 people at the conference, that we would go to the Capitol building and we would stand, not in protest, like horrible protest, but just stand in front of the Capitol building just to make aware that we had this conference and that, you know, we're here and we want people to, whoops, sorry, I moved you, I hit the wire. Let's get the wire out of the way. Oh my goodness. You guys are on like a gooseneck, so if I even touch the wire, you go crazy. So everybody was like, yeah, we're going, and everyone's clapping, and I had never been to any stand or anything like that before, and so all of my coworkers are like, yeah, we're going. So we finish the conference and we start to get together, and my coworkers, I mean, there's like 40 of us from my organization, and it starts raining, okay? Speaking of rain in Michigan. So all of a sudden, these coworkers who are the actual activists, like I'm low-key activist, I just kind of stand in the back. You know, I'll call my senator or I'll email the governor, but I don't do protesting, not because I'm against it, just because I never have time, I don't have the opportunity, and it has to be something I really believe in. And they're like, oh, it's raining, we can't do that, da da da, and I'm just like, what? You guys are chickens. And these are the people who, like, hands down are always saying, you need to go do this, you need to go do that. Not to me, but just to everybody. So it ended up being that there were, 16 total people. We were able to, in the pouring rain, walk a block and a half to the Capitol building. And then we just kind of went inside and talked to the staff of some of the representatives and just kind of said, hey, look, we just want you to be aware that this is happening. This is our stance on it as the public. And they were like, thank you so much. And it turned out the people that were there at 4:30 on a Friday afternoon were the people that already supported raising the determination. But we're like, hey, you know what? We made our voice known. Whatever. So we just had laughed all the way home about how this group of people were chickens because what were they going to do? Melt in the rain? And I had an umbrella in my car, but my car was parked literally a mile away from the building, and we had to walk to the building and then walk to the Capitol. So I wasn't going to run back to my car because it would be longer than walking. So I hope I don't get sick. I'm gonna take my extra vitamins tonight and get a good night rest and take a hot shower, and I'm sure I'll be fine. But so yeah, I was joking about how I was a virgin protester and now I'm not, and so it was funny. I mean, it was anticlimactic. It wasn't anything over the top, but yeah, that's kind of how the day went. And yeah. Exactly, Sarah, exactly. So exactly opposite nice. Oh yeah, no snot fountain again. Sorry. That reminds me of a story of, and I'll tell it in just a minute, because I don't want to start two stories. That'd be complicated. So yeah, that's kind of what my day was, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, here I am walking in the rain with 15 other people, and one of my coworker friends, she came up with a chant, hey Samantha, she was like, no hate, no fear, refugees are welcome here. And then another guy was like, I don't do chants. He's like, give me the sign. It was just like, and most of us that didn't chicken out were the ones that were like the passive people behind the scenes who are all about like, hey, we support you, but we're going to be back here. And so we were just laughing so much about how we were the ones that ended up standing out in the rain. So anyway, it was funny. So, yeah. Hey, Barbara. I don't know why it hit me. It was just like, anyway, it was crazy. I think it was just like, he's like, I don't chant. Let me hold the sign. And we're all like, we never do this. We don't even know how to do this. It was funny. So yeah, so the other story that you guys reminded me of is back in 7th grade, I went to Florida with a friend's family. The nicest protest I know. We're just like, hey, we're here. Hi. Thank you. Come again. I wasn't pronunciating my words very well, and the dad, like, I was best friends with this family, and so the dad was a coach of my basketball team and all that kind of stuff, and so we're on our way to Florida, and I kept saying, it's not, like, it is not, but I was saying it so fast as a 7th grader, it was coming out, it's not, so, like, it's not over there. he was like, what did you just say? And I was like, it's not over there. And he's like, what? And then he let me know that I was just saying it too fast. And so the rest of the trip, he was like, it's not. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I would roll my eyes and be like, seriously, crazy. Like he was... Oh, so, yeah. So that's my little side story about, every time I think, every now and then when I say it's not, and I don't enunciate like I should, I think of that story. So what are you guys up to? Hey, Mickey, so glad you could make it. So what are you guys up to? I feel like it's been forever. I know I gave you a little whip and chat last week to kind of tide you over since I wasn't here, but I'd love to hear how things are going. What are you up to? Trying to talk and think at the same time. It doesn't work that well. Oh my gosh, those pink tweezers. Okay, Rebecca, if you're still in the room, I'm going over to Treasure Art Studio as soon as my YouTube money comes in. I'm so buying some pink tweezers. Well, I'm buying a kit that comes with the pink tweezers. Oh, and I thought of you when I saw those. Well, Rebecca, if you ever want to gift me... You know what to get me. I do have a package. Exactly, Rebecca. Seriously. I did get a package today. But I'm not going to open it on the live because I wanted to talk about the package. But I'm super excited to open this. Big Sky, where have you been? Hi. I'm so glad you could make it. Treasure Art Studios in their toolkit has pink tweezers, and they're the good metal kind with the blunt tip. I don't have any blunt. Oh, I take that back. I think I have one pair of blunt tip tweezers. I gotta look and see. I have a couple of the sharp metal ones, which I love. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. So we will see. The only thing that disappoints me is how it's like a pro and a con at the same time. They did a great job of variation, but because I'm using the ruler, I can't like do it all at once. So I end up, that's why I kind of have this tray thing going, which I'm going to get these all confused. This was kind of silly of me. So let me put these in here so I don't. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. That was silly. That was going to be a big mistake there. You guys were going to let me do it too. Shame on you. So, there we go. So that's why I have all these trays. So you could get a custom. Interesting. That odd but nice. Oh, Marissa. How long have you been working on that one? Oh my goodness. What, Rebecca? Orange drills on your lap? Silly, silly. Alright, C is for cookie. That's good enough for me, because cookie rhymes with C. Alright, so I get this 900 mix. I know there's no such thing as a 6, but sometimes when I grab it upside down. And so I'm like, what? 6? Yeah, Mickey, she needs to order a mushroom, and then she needs to sit there and wait for the mushroom to come, and then once it comes, she can vacuum up her lap. Oh my goodness. So I'm super excited for the DP-a-thon. It's coming up. And my time slot, I believe, is 11, maybe, no, I'm sorry. It's a little bit different because everybody gets an hour and a half instead of 2 hours. So I think mine is 11:15 to 12:45, something like that. It's somewhere between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. on Saturday. Oh, Nan, you snuck in. So good to see you. Rebecca, what are the exact dates? Is it the 21st, 22nd, or I think it's or is it 19th and 20th? It's that Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, oh, thank you, Rebecca. 19th and 20th, so Saturday through Sunday. And Marissa is doing a great job getting everything pulled together behind the scenes, and then she'll be posting a listing shortly of the solidified schedule. So just give her a little bit of time. She's doing a great job. 9:47. Yes, this is the small version of the Archer's Arts tray. And then I just got a package that has some other special things from Archer's Arts in it. So yes, this is a tray and then this is the matching drill separator. I also have a green drill separator. And then I also have a white big tray like this, but my daughter's using it. I love them. Now, this one, I'm still working on how I like it. I think it's just a little slippery inside, so I'm still working on that as far as using it, but I still really like it. I think this one works better with squares than rounds for some odd reason. So yes, the DP-a-thon's coming up. That's when we will be announcing the winner. The winner, chicken dinner. Okay, I also wanted to take this time, since we're talking about the DP-a-thon, to give you again, so this is the hashtag. I won't wait until the complete end. Hey Karina, happy birthday, girlfriend! Thank you for stopping in and celebrating. Everybody give a shout out to Miss Karina's Cool Creations. Today is her birthday. Woohoo! Celebration in the house. Yeah, Insomnia, I purchased, when I purchased again, I purchased the bigger one. So, but I wanted to check out the small one. The small one's $8. I think the bigger one is $12. But she was having a sale. And then she also just came out with a size that was 5" by 5". So you'll have to see how that looks. Yes, everybody shout out to Karina. Woohoo! All right, so I am a little lazy. And I am going to give you the hashtag, but surprise, surprise, it is the same hashtag, people. So, hashtag adventurousjourney_DP. Please, please, please post your Halloween, fall related, fall colored whips over on Instagram and over either on Rebecca's channel or my channel on Instagram. And you will be able to be entered into the drawing for a Diamond Art Club gift card. If you don't know how to use Instagram, Rebecca has an amazing video. It's like 6 to 8 minutes long, super easy to follow, tells you exactly how to use Instagram. So definitely go over. Even if you've already hashtagged, you can hashtag again to be entered. So please go over, download Instagram. This is an Instagram only drawing entry. So if you don't have Instagram, please post again. And I believe, Rebecca, you're entered again, right? If you post again. So yes, definitely post them. Man, it is different than Twitter. You just have to download it, and then Rebecca has a super easy way to follow us, and then hashtag adventurousjourney_DP. I do know some other people are doing the drills and chills. You can do more than one hashtag per photo. So you could do one photo and enter both of them. So this definitely can count for both. And yeah. Also, if you find me on Instagram, please go ahead and invite yourself. I do have the privacy setting that I have to accept you, but I am accepting people within 24 hours. So as soon as I accept you, and I'll accept a bunch of people tonight, of course, because I'm actively looking for you guys, and then you can post your whips on my Instagram. So I just wanted to let you know. So definitely, here you go. Rebecca's is super easy. She's helping us all learn how to use Instagram. I think Elliot is here tonight. He was in here earlier. Mickey, I specifically asked, and he said he likes to go by Elliot, even though Brian is the first part of his name. So, there you go. I know, Allie, right? That peer pressure. So I'm not a huge Instagram user, but I'm trying through Rebecca to be able to use it more. So yeah. All right, another update on the adoption journey. So just to bring people up to speed, my husband and I are in the middle of domestic adoption, infant adoption, and we have been in the process of, oh yeah, Mickey, I know. We have been in the process of attempting to adopt now for almost 4 years. It's a long story. I have a video up on it. Sorry, I moved my desk, guys. If you want to know the whole story, you can go find that video. But the long story short is the last year we have been on an active waiting list, and we currently just asked for we were just asked if they could show our profile again. It's just this up and down emotional roller coaster because they show the profile and then we have to wait, see if the birth mother chooses us or not, and then of course we haven't been chosen yet, so then you go through the whole emotional thing of, are we not good enough? Why aren't they choosing us? Even though it's not personal, it is personal. And so right now our profile is being shown for a baby that is due in January. So we are praying, crossing our fingers, just asking God for baby Roberts to come home whenever the time is right. And, you know, we have the crib up. We have names picked out for when the time is right. And the waiting is killing us. So that's where we're at right now. Oh, Francine, I'm so sorry. Mindy, thanks for stopping in. Oh, what is my Instagram? That is a good question. I changed the name of it so it would be easy for you guys, and then I forgot what that name was. So let me look it up. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. But hopefully that's why you like me. Hopefully. Okay. My channel, my videos. Okay. We're getting there, peeps. We're getting there. It's JRob_DP_adventures. I'm going to put it in. Oh, don't freeze up on me, internet. There you go. Thanks, Rebecca. Oh, goodness, goodness. So that's kind of the update on where we're at on our adoption journey. I would just really appreciate your best wishes, prayers. We'll continue to keep you updated on where we're at as far as that's concerned. We're financially trying to like continuously save up money for that last little push when the time is right. And I don't know why. Yay! Congratulations, Diamond Painting Insomnia. That's so exciting. It's so great when a new baby comes into the family, isn't it? So, I don't understand why people don't want my garage sale junk. I keep posting it on the Facebook sites and nobody wants it. I mean, if I don't want it, why doesn't other people want it?
Most of it's not even ours.
So, oh goodness. So, that's the update there. Last weekend, thank you for hanging in there with the Whip and Chat. We were up north in Traverse City, Michigan for my daughter's soccer tournament. One day was beautiful and one day was raining like you wouldn't believe. I felt so bad for the girls. It was like thunderstorm torrential rain without the thunder, so they didn't stop the play. You at one point, like for a 5-minute period, it was raining so hard you couldn't even hear yourself. Yes, Petoskey stones. Thanks, Elliot. All right. I'm using my phone right this second, but as soon as I'm off, I will approve you, and then you can post it. So, and then Rebecca is going live tomorrow night, and you'll have to watch her for her Instagram hashtag so that you can continue the entries. There is going to be a prize gift card for both channels, so there's 2 gift cards. So that's exciting. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Allie, we are doing, I know, what is it with me and rain? Exactly. It was raining so hard that
It hurt.
yeah, my daughter said it hurt. It felt like little needles when they were running, but it was coming through the umbrella. It was raining so hard on my head. Yeah, so we were soaked. And it's not like we could go back to the hotel because it was the last game of the weekend. And so we were like heater on in the car. My husband held up a towel so my daughter could have a makeshift like little room closet to change in. We stopped at a local coffee place, Big B, here in Michigan, and got like hot chocolates. Made sure the heat was on in the car. And then when we got back home, which was 3 hours later, we made sure we took showers and got all warmed up. So, but I'm kind of done with the rain. But we're just entering the fall season, so I have a feeling that the weather is not done with the rain. So, yeah, Allie, our little collaboration to enter goes through October 20th because that is the DP-a-thon. So we will be making the announcement. My announcement for the winner will be the 19th/20th. And Rebecca, I don't know yet when you're going as far as when your announcement will be. So, all right. I'm running out of trays, people. Not really. I've got like 40 trays. So we're just going to keep them coming. Oh, I know, Nan. I know. Mindy, you missed it. I was in Lansing today, and I told a story about how I passively protested. So, I forgot you're in Lansing. Hey, Shay. I'm glad you could make it. Hey, Linda. Oh, no, Elliot. Your AC's broken. I've enjoyed the last week. It's been in the 70s. So, excuse me. Excuse me. I know. Seriously. I forgot you were that close. I was there for a work conference, so then we walked to the Capitol in the rain. So, yeah. It's interesting. So, where was I? Oh, my brain is going crazy in circles. Anyway. Oh, Marissa, you're wearing 2 layers. Yeah, Kathy, no kidding. If I were in Florida, I remember when I was pregnant with my daughter, it was the middle of July, and when we moved into, okay, back the train up, okay, when we moved into our house, it was December 2004, and they had done an inspection before it snowed and said, like, our AC was this old Sears model. And they said, you know what, it might have a summer left, but it's pretty bad. So 2005 made it through, 2006 made it through, and then I was pregnant with her in 2007, and in mid-July, one of the hottest days of the summer, our AC went out. And we had no money whatsoever. And so we're like, I grew up without AC, even though it was so hot. I was like, all right, well, we just don't have money. We'll have to deal with having the windows open and the fans on. But I was so sick with her in my pregnancy that I couldn't keep a meal down for 5 months. And that was part of the 5-month period. And I was miserable. And so after 24 hours, I was miserable and I just wanted to cry. I was like, there's no way. So my husband talked to his parents and we were able to figure out a way to borrow money from them and get our AC fixed. Or not fixed, we got a new AC model. And yeah, so I think we went maybe a week without it because it took time to get the installer there and everything. But I was like, I can't do this. I'm pregnant. I'm sick. I just want my AC. Yes. Find it. No. Linda, there's 2 sizes of rulers as far as the dimensions inside. One thing I did learn is after you put down your first layer, like right here, that I have to line it up down here, not with the ridges. And then the ridges sit just a tiny bit on top of the previous edge, or you can have the first line, the first row, like actually the drills are poking through. But I like to have that first row blank because otherwise you have to keep moving the ruler more. And so that helps. And then I make sure that this metal part is pressed down, and then it doesn't lift up on me. So, so yeah, I was just like, I'm pregnant, I'm sick, I just want my air conditioning. It's crazy. Oh, let's see here. Oh, Emmy, are you safe? Tornado warnings are so scary. So you know my pain, Kathy. You understand. You understand. Alright. Trays just keep a coming, people. Keep a coming. I mean, you're probably like, seriously, I just want this done. Karina, are you still awake? Wake up, wake up, wake up. We're partying, it's your birthday. Don't go to sleep on me. I don't mind if you lurk and work or work and lurk. What did you do for your birthday? Did your babies sing to you at all today? Did they treat Grandma right because it was your birthday? I hope they did. Otherwise, I'm going to come over there and tickle them and be like, you need to be nice to your grandma. She's listening to Baby Shark for you. Now that's love. Oh. Yeah, we should make a t-shirt for Karina. I love my grandkids so much. I listen to Baby Shark in round mode. I was laughing so hard when they had both of the tablets going with Baby Shark playing, but at different intervals. So it was like Baby Shark in a round. I was like, now that's grandmother love. So Linda, I wonder if you have a 140 ruler instead of a 141, because there's two sizes. Are you working on a Diamond Art Club? Are you working on, like, what is the company that you purchased your ruler from? I know Diamond Art Club, I think, is 141. And my ruler says 135 to 141 as well. But that's not the size it is. It's just like the span of what it could be. Allie. Allie. Stop it. Hey, crafty guy. Elliot. Oh, good job, Karina. I'm so glad you're learning. The grandkids had spaghetti head to toe. Oh my goodness. I'm shaking the drills out of my tray. Oh dear, dear, dear. So after this, I have to try to figure out how to do my live that far ahead of time. Lately, if I try to do my live on my phone too far ahead, for some reason it drops off. Like, it won't save it longer than the 24 hours. So I have no idea if I'm doing something wrong. So I'm going to try to watch the video they sent and make sure I do it right. So. Alright guys, we got about 5 more minutes left before I'm going to sign off here. Just want to thank everybody for coming, for their time. I have just missed you guys all so much. And, oh, I can end on this note. I have one story. Do you guys want to hear one of a therapy story from this week? I have one therapy story I can tell. How I became Nurse Jennifer this week. So I have this. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Shawana. So I have this precious gentleman that comes and sees me. And I meet him out in the lobby, and he goes to stand up, and he's like limping. And I'm like, are you okay? What's going on? And I look down, and he has those like sports slider. They're not flip-flops because they don't go between your toes. They're like the Adidas sliders that people wear after sports when they want to air out their feet. And I look down, and one of the shoes, all I see is like red, like shiny red on the big toe area. And I do a double take, and I'm like, what? And I look down, and he's like, through the interpreter, Alyssa, you missed it. You're going to have to go watch. Unless somebody cheats for you and puts it in chat. I'll leave that up to you guys. I won't hate you if you do. But if they don't, then you'll have to go watch. So they, I was like, what happened? And he's like, I cut my toe. I was like, no kidding. You cut your toe? So we get to my office, and he like limped the whole way there. It was so pitiful. And I kept looking at his toe. Guys, it was not cut. It was like the top of his toe was cut off. It wasn't just cut. And so I asked him, I was like, what happened? And he said, like, a glass fell off the counter and sliced his toe. And I was like, okay, have you been to the doctor? He's like, no. I was like, when did this happen? Yesterday? Okay. So he looked like he was in some substantial pain. And so I was like, oh my gosh. So he sat down. I have a stool under my desk because ever since I broke my foot, I prop my foot up when I'm at my desk to kind of keep the swelling down. And so I brought that out. He put his foot up on it, and it looked really bad, guys. And so I was like, okay. And then he goes, okay, if you're grossed out, don't listen. Plug your ears. So he says that what happened is it sliced the top of his toe, and there was skin hanging off. And so instead of putting the skin back on and putting a bandage, he closed his eyes and he ripped it off, and he said he almost passed out. It hurt so bad. Well, by looking at it, he had cut part of his toe off, guys. Like, we would have gone to the ER and had him stitch it back on. I was like, OMG. I'm like, seriously? This poor man. And so I went to our first aid kit, and we didn't have much, but I found some stuff, and we put some Neosporin on it. He said he had washed it out. I took some, I didn't touch it, but I showed him how to take the gauze. He put it over. We used 3 different Band-Aids as tape because I didn't have any medical tape. And then, everyone's still singing Baby Shark. I am, Rebecca. Seriously, I am. Like, I just felt so bad for him. So he props his foot up. We have ibuprofen, so I gave him a couple packets of that. gave him a bottle of water. He took some of that, and then I gave him enough stuff for him to take home for that night, and then I told his case manager. So today, she came to Lansing with me for most of the conference, but then went back to our office and was taking him to the clinic to get his foot checked out because it was bad, guys. So I just was like, oh my gosh. And so then after I get him all set up and he's propped up, he finally like breathes and relaxes. He leans his head back and just like kind of is like, thank you so much. And so I'm like, okay. So, you know what? I don't know exactly how I do it because it's in the groove. It's hard for me to do it now, but I was asking him like, you know, so what would you like to talk about today? Or what are your concerns for this week? Or how are things going? And he's like, I can't think of anything but my foot. And I'm like, duh. I wouldn't be able to either. So we talked about, you know, knowing about infection, knowing about taking care of yourself, knowing how to, you know, call for help and just different things. And so, yeah, but that's my story of the week is I was just like, oh my gosh, you poor guy. Oh man. So I have to check with my coworker, my case manager. She was supposed to text me and let me know what the doctor said, but she probably got busy. So I have to check. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So on that note, guys, I just wanted to say thank you so much for sharing this time. Thank you for all that you do, and feel free to watch the replay if you didn't watch all of it. Hashtags in there for you guys. I will, what's next week? I will be here next Friday, but I'll be missing the Friday after because we'll be in Nashville. But I'm so glad you guys were here. Thank you so much. It's exactly half nice. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to come back, please hit the notification or the subscription button. And I can't wait to see you guys later. So until next time, you guys have a wonderful night, and don't forget to take care of yourselves. Be blessed. Bye-bye.